Hello, my name is Tara Thomas, singer, songwriter, and I am here to teach you how to sing like a Disney princess. Now, first of all, who doesn't want to sing like a Disney princess? I mean, it's really in every woman, young and old, their DNA. We are trained very young to sing like a Disney princess, or want to at least. So I'm here to help you out with your dilemma. I just first want to say that I am in no way, shape, or form a Disney impersonator. Instead, I want to kind of unlock everyone's individual, unique Disney princess. So, the princess that we're going to be using today is Ariel, of course, one of my favorite movies, The Little Mermaid. And we're going to look specifically at the song part of that world. So there's a couple things. First of all, this is the Jody Benson version that we're talking about, and it is in the key of F major. So you want to make sure you're on the right note. So there's 3 tips that you need to know in order to successfully get through this song like Ariel. Tip 1 is what I call speak singing. And what this is if you think about the song, part of that world, Ariel talks a lot in the song. She's acting, she's in the moment. And so you kind of have to put yourself in her place. You put yourself in her shoes and really feel the place that she's coming from. She's been in the ocean all her life. She wants to get on land. You really have to kind of, as silly as it sounds, be in that authentic space. Because as we all know, anyone who's really singing from a real place, the audience automatically connects with them. So you want to make sure that you're from that authentic place. Specifically, she speaks a lot. She goes, what do you call them? Oh, feet. You know, it's very, and her tone, her placement for her voice is very much in that same place. It's in that speaking sort of resonance. So you want to make sure that you remember that tip. Tip 2 is smiling with your voice. And I know this sounds kind of silly, but it's really true. And Disney princesses do it the best. When you listen to them sing, you just want to smile. You can't help but feel all sparkly and magical. And you really have to have that tone in your voice. I'm going to get a little bit more into how you're going to do this, but it's very resonating in the mask, what we call. It's kind of like this nose cheek area. And your placement of your voice sits right there, just right on those cheekbones where you're really just like, look at this stuff. Isn't it neat? Wouldn't you think? You know, it's very in this area. So that smiling voice, what do you call them? Oh, feet. You know, it's very happy so that it makes the audience want to smile. And tip number 3 is you do need to know a little bit about the parts of the voice. So a quick voice lesson, Voice 101. There are 2 main parts of your voice. One is called your chest voice. It's called your chest voice because it's sort of the power part of your voice. Usually it is your speaking register. So if you just take your hand, you place it on your chest, and you say, ha, you can kind of feel this resonance in your chest. You can feel vibration in your chest. So that's your chest voice. The second voice is called your head voice, and that's kind of up here. It's the voice where you say, ah, you know, that pretty ah voice is considered your head voice. And if you were to put your hand on your head, either here or in the back, I always feel it in the back, you say, ah, and you kind of feel this vibration or this resonance in your head. But one thing that people don't know is that the Disney princesses find a way to bridge the 2 voices. So you never hear this weird break where it's like, you know, it's none of that. It's blended. And what we call this voice is the mixed voice. And it really is actually blending the 2 voices together. How do you do this? You're going to put the placement of your voice, whether you're in the head, like the beginning of the song, look at this stuff, isn't it neat? Instead of it being back in the head, look at this stuff, isn't it neat? It's going to be forward. It's going to be more in the mask. So if you kind of picture your voice resonating here in the cheek, you can start maybe with the nose to get you kind of started. And like, look at this stuff, isn't it neat? You can kind of feel where that's supposed to sit. And eventually it's going to kind of resonate right in your cheekbones. And then also with the deeper, heavier parts of the song, like bright young women, sick of swimming, ready to stand. it's still in the same placement. Even though it's more of a belt, it's going to be sitting same place. I'm not going ready to stand. It's not, pushing, screaming, yelling, hurting your throat. None of this. It's sitting right here. Ready to stand and ready to know what the people know. That way you can kind of back off of it, hit it, back off of it, and it's not really like this, huge jump. And then the last thing I wanted to tell you is there's two kinds of ways to sing this song. One, if you want to do the cartoon version, just like Ariel from the movie, she actually does a lot more head voice than what people think. Never does she go too hard in the chest. So when you say, wouldn't I love to explore the shore? Okay, when you're at that end part, okay, with the cartoon version, you're going to say, love to it, and you're going to flip into your head voice. You are not going to belt the word explore. You're going to say, love to explore the shore above. Love to explore the shore above. And then she does this very sweet demure, out of the sea. Then she can kind of do that whole thing. With the Broadway version, it's the opposite. She goes for it. She's love to explore the shore above. And she really opens her mouth really wide. And it's still sitting in the mixed voice, but it is very much belting. So that's just a little tip for how you decide to end the song. So yeah, thanks for watching and good luck.